24 hours after she was removed from both of her committees, Georgia Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene says lawmakers stripped her constituents of their voice. Representative Greene came under fire for spreading hateful and even violent conspiracy theories before she took office last month, which drew criticism even from members of her own party. Tonight, more fallout from Capitol Hill on this, and she's hinting at what might be next. NewsNation correspondent Joe Khalil live in the nation's capital tonight with more on this story. Joe.
Yeah, Rob, she spoke today for about 20 minutes, took questions from reporters. A lot of it wasn't directly related to her being removed from her committees, but when she did address that, she made very clear that she thought she didn't deserve that. She thought it was not warranted given, her past comments and all of the things that she shared. And she also said that she felt it was her constituents who were really getting the short end of the stick.
You know what they did? They actually stripped my district of their voice.
Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene hit back Friday after House Democrats and 11 Republicans voted to remove her from any committee assignments. And while she did say she moved on from her previous beliefs,
I said things wrong. I believe things that were wrong.
She also condemned the move to force her from her two committees and downplayed its impact.
If I was on a committee, I'd be wasting my time because my conservative values wouldn't be heard.
The freshman congresswoman faced mounting pressure over remarks and social media posts questioning who was behind 9/11 and whether a plane flew into the Pentagon, calling multiple school shootings staged and harassing one survivor, and embracing QAnon. But it was other users' social media posts she shared and liked about shooting and hanging multiple Democratic leaders in 2018 that crossed a line for many lawmakers.
The baseless, crazy theories she has been peddling stand far and above and in a very unique category, all their own.
Democratic Congresswoman Kathleen Rice says Taylor Greene isn't fit to serve on committees, especially on education. She says Republican House Leader Kevin McCarthy should take further action.
I would hope that he would say, hey, Marjorie Taylor Greene, there is no room for you in this Republican Party. Number one, and do not allow her to caucus with the Republicans.
But Taylor Greene still enjoys support among her voters in Georgia's 14th district, where she won with 75% of the vote.
We would find most of her voters up there being proud of her, and proud of her in that she stood by what she believed in.
University of Georgia political science professor Charles Bullock says the business interests in her district may be disappointed they lose a voice on the Labor Committee. But he says the condemnation from the House won't hurt Taylor Greene.
So I could easily imagine other individuals using her as a model, and not just in Georgia, but probably in some other red parts of the country.
She, and most importantly, her constituents, lose a valuable voice in shaping that legislation.
Former Deputy Labor Secretary Chris Liu says losing committee assignments is a big deal, especially to lawmakers serious about affecting policy.
She could still vote, but the truth of the matter is most legislation is formulated, it is revised in committee.
Now, look, the House Republican leader, Kevin McCarthy, has already come out and said that the GOP should be a big tent party where you can have room for somebody like a Liz Cheney, a more classic conservative Republican who voted to impeach President Trump, and also somebody like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who says, she embodies and is inspired by some of the policies of President Trump. So Leader McCarthy there trying to unite the party at a time when there clearly are some divisions there. Reporting live tonight in Washington, D.C., Joe Khalil, NewsNation.